These are the 6 signs that your agency is going to start blowing up. And I'm making this video because I wish I knew these signs when I started my company 3 years ago, coming on 4 years. My name's Gavin, I run an email and SMS marketing agency, and I make these videos really just to document my own journey and share tips and tricks that I wish I had when I started. Anyway, let's get into it. You know, when you're starting your agency, it can feel really daunting, and starting is literally the hardest. I'm telling you right now, you know, we've generated a couple of $1 million at this point with my agency, and getting the first client and getting the first 1,000 was the hardest for us. Once you get past that initial hump, everything gets significantly easier. And honestly, that first hump feels like 6 months. And so let me kind of show you what the signs are that you're probably gonna get over that hump pretty soon. Sign number 1, your clients are happy. It sounds silly and stupid, but if you have 1, 2, or 3 clients, the biggest sign that you're gonna start compounding off of that is if the clients that you're working with are happy. The reason I say that is because referrals are a pretty significant part of my business and anybody's business, I think, in the service-based industry. If you have happy clients, the odds that you're gonna get referrals in the future off the back of those clients significantly increases. It obviously increases. If you have unhappy clients, no one's gonna refer you. But referrals are a massive part of any agency's inbound marketing strategy. One of the biggest ways that we've grown as much as we have with my email marketing agency, and we're currently doing about $80,000 a month, is off the back of referrals from, yes, clients, but also agency partners. But I want to speak specifically to the clients. The only way that we ever got those referrals in the first place was by over-delivering. There are 3 rules to making clients happy. Number 1 is over-deliver on what you promised. Number 2 is deliver quicker than you say you would deliver. And number 3 is just ask for more ways to help them. Those are the 3 things you need to follow. If you can follow those 3 things, you will have happy clients, they will speak about you, and you'll get referrals off the back of it. Also, just ask them for a referral. It's one of those things no one seems to do, but it 100% works. Just ask your clients for referrals if they know of anybody who could use your services. But if you do those first 3 things that I mentioned, the sign number 1 of having happy clients will relate to more referrals in the future, and I guarantee you it takes a bit of time. Most clients are gonna need about 3 to 6 months of working with you before they're even comfortable referring you. But if you can have happy clients, they will refer you and you will get more work. The second sign that your agency is gonna blow up is the following: SOPs, standard operating procedure. As you run your agency, you want to be documenting as many of your systems and processes as possible, because you want to build up a system that you can rely on to take care of the work without you having to be present, okay? As you work, you should be gradually building out SOPs and standard operating procedure documents, whether it be in Asana, Monday, or ClickUp, to make it easier in the future for you to gradually take yourself out of the business. As you do that, you will find that your team will begin to be able to solve problems without you. On top of that, you're probably gonna start feeling a little bit more strain from operational growth, okay? That strain is not a bad thing. It is a good sign that your agency is growing and that you're in a point now where you need to tighten up your SOPs and hire more people. So the second sign is, how much of an SOP or standard operating procedure do I have for every single service that I solve? Can my team solve problems without you? And am I feeling a little bit of strain from the growth that we're feeling? If you're seeing those 3 things, that is sign number 2. Number 3 is you're starting to invest in inbound channels. What does that mean? There are 2 types of marketing you can do: outbound and inbound. This YouTube channel is an example of inbound. I am creating content that people come to see, that then generates leads. It is not me reaching out to people like cold DMing, cold emails, or ads. You are investing in channels that generate inbound leads. One of those channels is the sign number 1, referrals. But as you grow your agency, you want to be continuously building on things that generate and compound inbound leads. YouTube is a massive one. You want to be documenting your journey like I do on here. That generates inbound leads. I'm telling you right now, I've gotten a lot of business from videos just like this. You also want to be posting on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. These are channels that grow an audience that eventually translate into inbound leads. And here's the other thing. If you look at the amount of views that this video gets, it's probably nothing, right? But it compounds. This video might only get like 200 views, but I have so many videos like this exact one that consistently get views on a week-on-week basis, to the point now where this channel gets about 10,000 views a month. So it adds up. And as you continuously chip away at it, the compounding nature of investing in these inbound channels, SEO is another one, really starts to pay off after about that 6-month mark. That's number 3. Number 4, you have a consistent routine. I cannot tell you how important having a routine is when it comes to approaching your work. For me, I have set blocks within the day where I focus on sales and marketing, operations, and service delivery. You want to be consistent with how you're delivering and operating as a business owner. It's one of the biggest things that you can do to really just A, become a better person and leader, but B, really dial in your business. Approach your day with a sense of responsibility, okay? And that requires having a routine. Wake up at a consistent time, eat breakfast at a consistent time, work out consistently, focus on growing the business in a repeatable way. I do the same thing for the first 2 hours of my day every single day. I wake up at 6:30, I take my dog for a walk, I brush my teeth, I chase Upwork leads, I chase regular leads, I post in school, and then I actually go ahead and check all my invoices, check in with my team. That's the first 2 hours of my day, and I've done that every single day for about a year now. That consistent routine is the backbone of everything else in my business. You need to be disciplined and have a consistent routine to grow your business. I'm willing to bet if you're watching this and you've been trying to grow your business for a year, you do not have a consistent routine. Sign number 5 is your calendar is simply getting more full. I know this sounds silly and obvious, but one of the things I did recently was I looked back at my calendar from this year compared to last year, and you'll notice a really gradual increase in the amount of calls and meetings that I ended up having. Now those calls can be anything, right? But if you just have calls with connections in the space, LinkedIn chats, coffee catch-ups, just the consistent presence of these meetings and the gradual buildup of them in your calendar shows that something is changing. And it's kind of hard to realize it because me personally, I'm in calls all day now for 4 to 5 days a week. Like it's crazy. Last Friday, it was back-to-back calls as well as last Thursday. But I thought that was normal. And I didn't realize that there was a gradual buildup, and I should have realized it. And it directly correlates to the amount of money I'm actually making. But look back at your calendar from when you first started, if you're watching this video a year or 6 months in, and you should see an increase in the amount of meetings that you're having either in a day or just generally in a week. It's a wild exercise, believe it or not, because now I'm at the stage where, like I said, I'm doing calls every single day, but I thought that that was just what I was doing consistently. I thought I've been doing that for years. And I looked back and I was like, actually, no, I wasn't. When I was doing $20,000 a month or $50,000 a month, none of these meetings were in here. And there's a direct correlation with how much money I'm having with how many people I'm meeting. So you should be seeing your calendar gradually get more full. And if you're not, I recommend networking and meeting with as many people as you possibly can. Sign number 6, the final one, is you're starting to say no. You're starting to say no to work that you no longer want to do or that no longer fits your exact service that you sell. When we first start, let's face it, we need cash, and we're willing to say yes to pretty much everything, whether it's not something that we're really good at or for a price that we're not really comfortable with. You will realize as you start growing and as you start building a war chest within your business, you don't actually need to say yes to crappy jobs or work that you don't want to do in the first place. It's one of the most powerful things, or rather empowering things, to feel as a business owner. I love it. I love it when I get a shitty client and someone's a dick to me. They're like, Gavin, can you do this? Come on, you know, but you get the idea, and I can say no, right? And it's the best thing ever. I love being able to say no to people. And you will start noticing that as you go with your agency. Ideally, you're saying no from a position of not laziness, but because you don't need to do that, and it's better to focus on things that actually A, fulfill you, but B, move your business forward in a positive direction. Anyway, those are the 6 things that I wish I knew when I started my email and SMS marketing agency, because it would have alleviated a lot of concern and worry. Like, if I'd known these 6 things, I probably would have had a lot less sleepless nights where I'm like, oh my God, is my business gonna grow? Is everything going okay? Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't really have that anymore, but I wish I had this checklist when I started, just to be able to be like, you know what, I can trust the process, things are going in my direction, and things are gonna start blowing up shortly. Anyway, if you have any questions, check them in the comment section down below. Check out my school community, it's completely free, it's for email and SMS marketers, and I'll see you in the next one. I make 2 videos like this every single week. I love making these, I really do. So thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, like, all that generic YouTube shit. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.